Ever wondered where the thrilling game of hockey originated? This exhilarating sport, loved by millions worldwide, has a history that's as fascinating as the matches themselves. But where did it all begin? Join us as we delve into the exciting history of hockey. To uncover the origin of hockey, we have to journey back in time. Let's start in the sun-drenched lands of ancient Egypt, where field hockey-like games were already in full swing over 4,000 years ago. These games, played with curved sticks and a ball, bear striking resemblances to today's hockey. From Egypt, let's hop over to the green meadows of Ireland and Scotland. Here, versions of hockey known as hurling in Ireland and shinty in Scotland were popular as early as the 17th century. These games, played with a wooden stick and a ball, were fast, fierce, and required tremendous skill and agility. These ancient forms of hockey from Egypt to Ireland and Scotland have profoundly influenced the modern game we know today. The curved sticks, the small ball, and the emphasis on speed and skill are all echoes of these early games. So, the seeds of hockey were sown centuries ago, across different continents. Fast forward to the 19th century, the game we now know as hockey started to take shape. In the hallowed halls of England's public schools, students were developing a new sport. They took the basic elements of ancient stick and ball games and refined them, creating a game that was uniquely their own. This new sport, which they called hockey, quickly gained popularity. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic, the game found a new home in Canada. As the winter set in, the Canadians took this game and adapted it to their icy environment. The result? The birth of ice hockey. The first recorded ice hockey match took place in Montreal in 1875, with 2 teams of 9 players, a wooden puck, and a lot of enthusiasm. The game, however, was still in its infancy and needed structure. Thus, the first hockey association was formed in the late 19th century. This association took on the crucial task of standardizing the rules of the game. They established the number of players on a team, the size of the rink, and even the dimensions of the puck. These changes provided the much-needed structure and consistency to the sport, and hockey began to grow in popularity, spreading across Canada and beyond. By the late 19th century, hockey was well on its way to becoming the sport we know and love today. As we move into the 20th century, hockey's popularity exploded across the globe. During this period, the sport saw some significant changes and developments. In North America, the National Hockey League, or the NHL, was formed, a development that would drastically change the face and future of hockey. The NHL started with just 4 teams, but has since grown into a massive organization boasting 32 teams from across the United States and Canada. This expansion reflects the growing popularity of the sport in the region and its immense influence on the sports culture. Across the Atlantic, the International Ice Hockey Federation was established in Europe, further cementing hockey's place in the global sports arena. This federation now includes over 75 countries, demonstrating the sport's far-reaching appeal. The 20th century also witnessed the first Olympic hockey tournament, a key milestone that elevated the sport to new heights of recognition and respect. The inclusion of hockey in the Olympics not only increased its visibility, but also its accessibility, leading to the sport's expansion to other countries around the world. From its humble beginnings, hockey has grown into a global phenomenon. So, what are the key points to remember about the history of hockey? Firstly, we trace the roots of hockey back to ancient times. The game was played in various forms across different cultures, from the Greeks to the Celts and even Native Americans. Over time, these early variations of the game evolved and intertwined, laying the groundwork for the sport we know today. Then in the 19th century, hockey really started to take shape. Modern rules were established, equipment was standardized, and the first organized games were played. It was during this time that hockey began to gain popularity, not just as a casual pastime, but as a competitive sport. Fast forward to the 20th century and beyond, hockey exploded onto the global stage. Leagues were formed worldwide, showcasing the sport's growth and popularity. The game we see today is a result of centuries of evolution and passion. Next time you watch a hockey game, remember the rich history that shaped this electrifying sport.